This is called gearing up for summer. For the birds. It's 6:30 in the morning as I sneak into the dirty garage to find my red tricycle behind the lawn chairs and spider webs. And behind me, this cardinal lands on a soft branch which reaches across the fence from my neighbor's yard. It's a big blue sky Friday morning, and I pedal down the driveway and just into the street. As I clear my property, I start pedaling real fast and mad, like straight down to 6th Avenue with sunshine eyes and breezy glee. And I see a landscaper. He's cutting the neighbor's lawn. It's like, his name's Dennis maybe. And I hop off my tricycle and I kneel down beside him, and with my summer teeth I pull gnats from his socks and I scream at his feet. They were like tube socks, but he didn't see me. So I get back on my red tricycle and I pedal down to the corner and I look up to the water tower and I frown. And a squirrel across the street, he's like gnawing on these little tulips. So I pedal home quickly, smiling, and my wife, she's still sleeping, so I sneak back into the garage and I grab my magnifying glass and I crawl behind a little rose bush and I execute ants with the sunbeams. And this is mean, and I'm kind, but it's summertime and this is what I do. It's 7 o'clock now and I sneak back into the house again. I gather some quarters from under the sofa cushions and I hop back on that fucking tricycle. And that cardinal is still there standing on that branch. And I smile and I pedal back down that driveway, and the coast is clear, so I pedal down Covert Avenue and I stop at the deli and I buy 2 ice pops for 50 cents. And I leave that deli, but my tricycle, it's fucking gone. And I panic, so I go down to the 5 and Dime and I buy that last Red Robin country wagon and I hop in it, but there's no one to pull me. And I see this old man drinking coffee on the corner and I ask him, hey, pull me. And he says, no. So I throw snaps at his feet and he ignores me. So I throw a smoke bomb in his coffee and he changes his mind and decides to pull me. And I say to that old man, it's a beautiful morning. Let's be friends. My name is Andy. And he smiles and he tells me that his name is Andy, and I get all upset, and he says his favorite color is green. And I said, this can't be, my favorite color is green. And I reply that to him and he says to me, and I don't know what to do, and then we're no longer friends. Your C-bone eyes. Everywhere you went, we looked up, behind and or around. We looked in between, because everywhere you went, there I was, following your eyes, watching sunlight tip over curfews and holidays. There, casting my shadow over your shadow, like 2 black socks in the heavy rain. I was there, not to protect, always, or to guide your heart. I was there to show you things, the little songs, the rainbow swirls in the motor oil in the parking lot, the big poodles in the clouds, the sound of whoosh when ships slipped from their ropes and slid through your ears. I was there in my flap wool jacket with a felt pen, no shoes, writing poems on your warm back, around to your waist, and back to the nape of your slender clavicle, behind your eyes, those fragile cones, bending your rods to shape dreams. I was there, moving you to a gentle squint, and the crystals on the crest, like misty fireworks became. I was there 1 million miles from your sea-bone eyes. Short one's called Bakersfield. There is a naked bell sitting on a small rock in Bakersfield. I pick it up and I give it a ring, like a crowded sponge. But nothing happens now. And I put it down and I run for the mountains. And at the top of the peak, another naked bell, sitting in the snowcap like a broken yoke. And I scream and then I run for the ocean. But the ocean is over. You don't have to clap for that one. I totally get it. This is called The Stranger in Me. It's an absurd feeling in the morning to be me here in this freckled light, that I rope a noose around an ice cream cone and I drag it along the curb, just to locate some semblance and to fondle my escaping identity. And I heard bees in their yellow bonnets thrashing against barren shrubs, and the sun never wept as I thought it should. By the pond, a slight turtle cranes his neck. It was a sign of certain caution, and so I turned my back to the rising winds and fell in love, embracing the return of me. It's called Flushing Meadows Park. I don't think I told you I was reading this. I'm just going to read this by myself. I like city parks. I'm simple, mostly. And sometimes I imagine myself in a long tree sitting over a softball game with a yo-yo, and when everyone looks up at my way and I jump from the tree and I scream, "This park is beautiful!" And later when I'm leaving the park, an old man passing, he looks at me and he says, "I was just like you once." This is called Taffy Nipples. Our shadows, they kissed, like nuns in pink habits, in a room without eyes, a videoed moon. 'Twas a pale winter sky in the middle of winter, and I held onto your taffy and fell to the carpet. Your pink taffy nipples, they fell to the carpet. My noble white fingers, the pale winter sky. We laughed like blue rabbits in pink taffy habits. You popped my red pimples, my sweet red custard nipples. And you chewed on your nipples, all taffy and lying. Your pink taffy nipples, all living and dying. In a room without eyes, a room without nuns, I was living a lie with your pink hungry buns. This is my last one because I didn't think I was going to go through this many. It's called Helicopter. That sudden helicopter which mysteriously severed our love. Before that dark helicopter, all was grand. I recall holding hands and eating pies, and you said, "Well, how about some cake, love?" And so we ate cake. And you said, "Squeeze my hand a touch less, lover," and so I loosened my grip. But when that helicopter flew by and you set free of my hand, you kicked me with this uncooked goodbye. Boom, bang, right in my shins, and then two to the groin. And I swear it, true lover, were it not for that awful helicopter, we'd be getting it on right now. I'd be pressing your buttons like an elevator operator, jacked up on Folgers, my corduroys to the floor, in and out, like an elevator man, like a world without helicopters. And that really doesn't make much sense. I should have given you a preface, because it was about two people I know that were ridiculously in love, and they were disgusting, and they made all of us look so horrible as people. But one day they were outside being all friendly and loving each other, and a helicopter flew by, and that was it. The marriage was over. And that's all I got. And thank you to my friends Randy and Steve for helping out here.
That's Andrew Boral and the Happy Ginger Snaps.